Wood diarrhea is going to power our base. Yeah, wood diarrhea. Welcome to Newbie Plays GTNH, our blind playthrough of the hardest mod pack ever made. I hope you got some snacks and are ready to relax. Let's get to the video. We have a lot of fun things to do today. Let me show you what I'm planning. I have several crafting recipes set up. The first is getting advanced coke ovens, or ACOs. We're going to need an MV mixer, 3 LV fluid extractors, 1 MV distillery, 5 MV gas turbines. I also want to make a steel fluid buffer, so we're going to make a Railcraft tank out of steel. And to make the steel, we need an MV assembler. To start us all out, we need 18 MV circuits and 42 LV circuits. An insane amount of circuits. We need to go grab some more materials, obviously. We need some more copper, we need some redstone, and we need to get some more railgar to make more of this gallium arsenide to make diodes. Before we go grab the items we need to fix a few things around base. One of which is extending the roofs over our machines here, because if it ever rains next to the machine, they can catch fire and explode. So we need to expand the roof out just a little bit. Also, you guys mentioned there was some loot underneath the Greatwood tree. Yeah, there it is. I guess since I can't open it, we'll just break it. Let's see what we got here. Some magnetic iron, steel and tin. Ooh, ardite. That looks just like bronze. Okay, let's go get some redstone and copper. Now we need to go find some railgar. Funny enough, while mining down here, we did get 2 railgar. We need 6 though, so we need to go find some more. Now that we have all our materials, we can start making these crazy amounts of circuits. Let's start processing everything up. Well, that was a grind to get these 18. That took a few hours. What do you think of these circuits, Greg? You think it was worth it? Silence, huh? Guys, I just went through all of these recipes and calculated how much aluminum we need. 152 ingots. We need 1,216 terracotta. And I thought we would try and make a nature's compass and find a mesa biome. And that means we can try out our new MV extruder for the first time to make a compass, which then can be made into this nature's compass. So we need to make some zinc rings in our extruder, a single zinc for 4 rings, a single iron for 8 bolts, and 1 red alloy ingot. So much better, man. So much better to have this extruder. Let's go ahead and grab this bolt and, what is it? The ring. So this one here. Let's try this out. Oh, that's not bad. Let's craft this compass. And the nature's compass we make in the assembler. There we go. Here it is here. Let's see if we have any badlands nearby. We'll search. Oh, is it not called badlands? Oh, it's Mesa. I had that mixed up. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything nearby? No. Let's see if we have any of the others. Okay, we don't have any Mesa biomes within 10,000 blocks of us. So I guess our option is we need to go back to our mountain and mine clay from there instead. Here it is, guys. We mined out the whole side of this mountain. All the terracotta is gone. We did get almost 22 stacks. It only took us about a single Minecraft day. I guess it shows how far we're coming in this pack. This would have taken me hours when I first started, so pretty cool to see the progress and growth there. Let's head on home. Oh, look at this. We were able to hang glide the entire way home. That was awesome, man. Look at all this clay, guys. Let's go ahead and throw it in our electrolyzer. We'll just let it do its thing and produce a lot of alumina for us. Well, that wasn't too long at all. We got all the alumina dust we needed. We have our cryolite dust. Let's go throw it in our EBF. And it's off. Let's check on our EBF here. Okay, it looks like we're almost done here. We're maybe halfway. We have just over a stack. Let's go see what we can do with these so far. I know I need 2 small aluminum gears. Let's go make those. Looks like we need 33 plates, excluding the turbines we need to make. We'll throw those in there. We should have what we need to make the MV assembler. And these robot arms, they require these MV circuits. So this assembler is expensive, man. Let's go ahead and craft it up. And I think I want this in the center here. So we'll throw it on right there. We can now start crafting our tank. We need circuit 21. Let's shift click and select that. 2 glass panes and 2 steel plates. Next recipe is the steel bars, which is circuit 3. And then 3 of the steel rods. And then these tank walls, circuit 20. We can throw in our 60 plates to make those. Let's also craft our MV distillery and the MV mixer. To make this coolant, we first need to make distilled water. We need 34 buckets of water. We just throw it in the distillery, it makes it into distilled water. And then the coolant is made in the mixer with the distilled water and lapis dust. What this coolant is used for is for something we haven't made before, and it's to cool down hot netherrack bricks. So we heat these up in our blast furnace, and then to cool it down, we put it in a chemical bath machine with our coolant, and that will cool it down into infernal bricks, which are needed for our advanced coke oven bricks. Now that I realize it, we do need to make a basic chemical bath, so let's add that to the crafting list. Thankfully, we can use these cells right on our water tanks, which is awesome. I think we can just throw them all in right there. Yep. The distilled water is done. Now we need to go grab some lapis. Wow, it's been so long since I've been down here that we didn't even have a hammer yet. I was doing single column mining. Well, let's get to it. We have enough lapis dust now. Let's go make our coolant. And this is done in the mixer with our distilled water. So I'll put the water in there. There's our first coolant cells. We now have enough to make our 5 gas turbines. There it is. It always surprises me how fast the auto crafting is. Okay, to do this, we need to make oxygen, which we put electrolyzed water in the electrolyzer with some empty cells. That will produce hydrogen and oxygen. We get electrolyzed water by just electrolyzing our water. It looks like this is going to take a long time. It's almost 40 seconds per electrolyzed water. I want to make this max builder's wand because I need to expand our power area out there, and this would make my life so much easier. We only need 2 stacks of diamonds. For those of you who don't know, this recipe here, it says these items cannot stack, but in GTNH, if you shift click to make multiple of these unstable ingots, they will stack and they will be stable. They won't explode. So let's go ahead and make these. Our division sigil is officially broken. That's kind of sad. That was a lot of work to get that thing. Let's go ahead and extrude these parts we need and make this wand. Let's go ahead and make these 2 builder's wands, which will be needed for this craft. We'll make this one first, and then this one. We can make this one in our MV assembler. Oh no! We can only make this first builder's wand because they're made in the assemblers. The next tier up is HV, and then we have EV and IV, so we can only make this first wand. That's okay though. We'll make these plates in preparation for when we do upgrade to further tiers. So we'll go ahead and make this one. There it is right there. We can now build 16 blocks. We can now start making our oxygen. It says it should be fairly fast here, so let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, not bad. With what oxygen we have, we can start making some of these hot netherrack bricks. I just realized we need an input hatch to put our oxygen into here. So let's go make one. I think we can put the hatch here. Just like that. We likely need to turn this back on. Let's put the oxygen in here. Okay, we can make 15 of these. Let's put them in here. And we need circuit 1. Where's the circuit? Right here. There we go. 30 seconds each. This is going to be a lot of back and forth, so I'm going to make all of these hot netherrack bricks, and then I'll show you how we make these infernal bricks. We now have our hot netherrack bricks. We need to cool these off in our chemical bath with some coolant, so that means it's time to blow off some steam. I moved things around in here. We now have our chemical bath here. I moved the fluid extractor over here. Right here, so it's easier to get rubber into these machines when I need to, or tin. Let's throw in our coolant. Oh, it only holds 16 buckets. And we'll put the netherrack in there. And it will make these infernal bricks, which will then be made to make our advanced coke ovens, or ACOs, which look like this. Here we go. Now this is automated, we can just let it do its thing. Coolant is coming in from the side, and the hot coolant is going into the trash can. Here's our finished infernal bricks. Now to make these advanced coke oven bricks, we need to go to the blast furnace, cook up coke oven bricks and infernal bricks with oxygen. We now have all of the materials we need. Oxygen by far took the longest out of everything here. Let's go throw them in our EBF. We will let these cook. And back here we'll put in our oxygen. We'll throw in the coke oven and infernal bricks. Each one of these bricks takes a minute. While the EBF is running, we need to get some pipes figured out. So I want to make some more tin item pipes. We don't need to transfer a lot of items. A stack per 2 seconds is going to be fine. We're also going to make some more potent pipes. All we really need to do is grab some more tin and copper. So let's go grab some. There's a guy up there. I guess I made the piglins mad. What's a vampire piglin? Oh, he's hitting hard. Oh, crap. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Dude, that guy was tough. Gotta sleep. We finally have all of our ACO bricks. Let's go make these in our compressor. If you look in the top left, we hit year 3. We've played 148 hours so far. That means we are almost 5% of the way to the Stargate. And we got our ACO. So let's go set up our farm real fast. Get some wood going. All done. 2 layers of spruce farming. Hopefully that should create enough wood to power our 2 ACOs. Just like that, we have the beginnings of our automation. Let me show you what I have here. So we have our 2 farms with the crop manager over there, and it is sending items over to our drawer over here, which will collect our logs, and the saplings will be sent to the trash can, and these logs will be sent off to our coke ovens. The coke ovens will make charcoal, which will be sent to our fluid extractors. The fluid extractors will then make wood tar. Wood tar will then be sent to our distillery to make benzene, which we will then store and use for power. I have 2 LV steam turbines here to power all of these machines we have for this farm. Let's go ahead and turn this on. That should do it there. Should get our first harvest. Yep, there it goes. We're already getting logs in here. I'm using the MV conveyor, which sends a stack every 5 seconds. Our tin item pipes can hold a stack every 2 seconds. So we should be okay, and this should keep up with our advanced coke ovens. Let's start building the rest of this and see how it goes. There's our 2 ovens. And the quest book says these are equivalent to 90 coke ovens. They will produce 1 charcoal per second. We can simply use hoppers to get the charcoal out of here. Hoppers move, I think it's 2.5 items per second, which is plenty for these coke ovens. And then back here, I want to connect a hopper to there. And then to connect these pipes to the back face, we can right click the corner. Let's do a quick test. I'm gonna grab, let's say 4. Let's throw them in, see how it does. Nothing's happening. All right, the quest book tells us why it's not working. We have to put wood and charcoal to make more charcoal. So we're gonna have to create a feed loop here. What if we feed this up and then create a branch right here to feed both of them equal distance? And then the rest, maybe we'll bring off and over here. So I want to feed these first, and then the rest of the line can come over to make wood tar. I believe you have to feed into the top of these. So we'll come off this way, just like this. Okay, and now we connect it into the top, just like that. There we go. That looks a lot better. Oh, wow. It already made it. Holy cow. I seem to feed this one first. Okay, let's see if we can get this loop working. I think we just need 2 stacks of wood. Seems to be feeding only this coke oven. Let's go ahead and bring the wood over. There we go. Yep, and it's starting to feed itself, so we're good. This one's full of charcoal, this one's starting to feed. So now we can bring the excess charcoal over here. We're starting to get wood tar. So now that we're here, this one is depleting wood fast enough where it's only inputting to this one coke oven. We need to fix this. Let's go up on top. It's because these are not technically equal distance. This one's closer. So what if we input items like this? There we go. That fixed it. Need to figure out how to get the ash out of here. I might need to space these machines out somehow. I'm gonna need to move this one right there. That way I can output items on the sides. There we go. So we're exporting with the conveyor. We're sending the ashes out and into the trash can. I also rearranged this. The pipe setup we had was only allowing 1 hopper at a time, and it wasn't filling this up. So I moved the drawer here, and now it doesn't have to worry about that. I think we may want a conveyor, though. I have this iron tank I made. Let's go ahead and put this together, and we'll put the wood ash in here. And there is not a template for us to follow, but I believe we put the valve on the top and the bottom. The walls and the gauges are just everything else. So let's see what we can do here. I think we put the bottom gauge there so we can get fluid out from the bottom. And then the rest of this floor is these tank walls. And then a little viewing port on the front. Just like that. And then the top will have this valve as well to feed into it. I think that's how you make it. It also says fluid will auto output, which is great. No need for pumps. Let's connect this and see if it inputs here. Oh yeah, there it is. Looks a bit like sludge, doesn't it? To make benzene, we need to place down our distillery. I'm thinking, what if we put our distillery right here? That's not working. We need to put it up one higher. Right here, maybe? Yep. So fluid needs to be fed in from the bottom. And then we can put one of our MV gas turbines right there and connect power to the side like that. I think we want to export the benzene on the side, and we will bring this to another tank. I think we want our steel tank right here. Now that that's built, let's bring the benzene line up and on top. Now that we have benzene going in, we need to also export out. And I made lots of potent pipes just for this. Potent is very likely overkill for this, but I prefer to be safe versus sorry in this situation. And to power this whole system, we do need to jumpstart it. In the how to generate power quests, there's this MV gas turbine quest, and it gifted us 16 benzene cells to kickstart this. Let's go ahead, kickstart it. Is this getting power? I don't think it is. Shouldn't turbines be able to connect to the side of something like this and power it? Well, no matter, we can connect the cable over that way. Oh, I don't think we need these cables. This recipe uses circuit 3. There we go. No cables needed. Looks like our coke ovens are struggling to get enough wood. Let's put another layer on our farm and see if that helps. Well, hopefully that helps. We'll see. Our benzene is increasing, which is a good sign. So let's get this benzene over to our base and power our base with MV gas turbines. Just like that, we have benzene coming to our base. Let's switch up our power setup here and fix it. Alright, all we have to do is right click and we'll have MV power. And it's off. These 2 turbines are on. All 4 turbines are running. And they're completely full, it looks like. Oh, this is cool. Last time we had a big project like this, we found some pain points the next day. So I let things run overnight, and I wanted to see how things were running. And I found 3 pain points. First pain point has to do with this LV conveyor. It's not sending enough charcoal. We're completely full on charcoal and wood, and we're only running 1 fluid extractor consistently. Also, these steam turbines, I did a manual test of this. If all 3 machines are running, we don't have enough steam throughput and these machines don't work. Lastly, I was doing some research on these copper cables. And normal copper loses 2 EU per square away from the machine. If we get annealed copper, we only lose 1 EU. So I made some annealed copper cables, They were quite straightforward. It's the same recipe other than the annealed copper has to be made in the EBF with normal copper and oxygen. We already saw how to make oxygen, so I made these already. Let's go ahead and replace everything and get this back online. Alright, the upgraded conveyor didn't work. It's still only sending it to 1. So I think I want to split up the work of this pipe a little bit with these tiny chests. Or baby chests, I guess. And let me go to where it's less noisy. But listen to these things. That little... the closing sound is so funny to me. One more time. Yeah, that's just great, man. My idea is if I have 3 chests up here and use the conveyor, it sends items every 20 seconds, which will give the chest time to fill up. That's my hypothesis anyway. So if I put the baby chests here, and then put a conveyor on this pipe, and this pipe, make sure to change these to import. Import into the pipe. Okay, and then I can feed into these chests like this. Now we just need to do it for the last extractor, and I think we'll be okay. Okay, that chest is filling up. Oh! That chest filled up. And this chest is filling up. There we go. All 3 are running, it looks like. That fixed it. There's all of our wood diarrhea. Well, it feels great to have an automated benzene power plant. Thank you for joining me on today's adventure. I had a great time hanging out with you all. I'll see you on the next one.